What is better when you're looking for a beater with a heater, a runabout to get you from point A to point B? Is it better to have an electric vehicle plug-in or an old-fashioned internal combustion engine vehicle? Let's dive in and look at our options and see what we think. Move over here to this ad we see here for a perfect option plug-in electric vehicle, Nissan Leaf 2012, and $3,800 or so, which is pretty good for a car that you don't want to spend a lot of money on, to get you from here to there, get you to work, get you to the grocery store, get you to schools, whatever you need to do around town. Got 64,000 miles on it, one owner, looking pretty good. Nice red color here. You can pull up the video of it. Talk about 58-mile range, so it gets you 58 miles in a charge. Extra clean, garage kept, zero emission vehicle. Again, that's questionable because if you're plugging it into your normal grid, the grid is powered partially by coal or oil or natural gas, which is not zero emission. In any case, let's go forward here talking about this. It comes with 2 chargers, 1 owner. I think we said that earlier. Runs like new. So this is really actually a pretty good option, I think, for finding a pre-owned electric plug-in to use as a runabout. What would you say? Would you look at getting one of these for a vehicle that will get you from here to there without costing an arm and a leg, but being an electric vehicle? Now let's look here and try to find a vehicle that's similar in price. Here's a Honda Accord 2002 SE with 122,000 miles on it, 4-door, pretty good. You know, comparable option, I think, for somebody that's looking to get a vehicle that is able to get them from here to there without a whole lot of drama. It's internal combustion, so some of the EV purists would say that this is probably a car that will give you drama because they don't like the fact that they have to go to a gas station or what have you to have to charge up or fuel up this vehicle. Hondas are pretty good vehicles even at high mileage. This has double the mileage as that Leaf that we were just looking at 122,000. Has a few little bumps and bruises here, but probably will get you from here to there without problems in relative comfort and safety. Will not break the bank. It's about the same price, $3,700, 20 miles per gallon, 28 on the highway. They even go so far as to say if you want reliability and good gas mileage, here you go. This is sold by a dealership, so that's maybe a drawback, but we're not thinking about whether it's a dealer owned or a individual owned, because you can still get the same type of deal from an individual. Just have to change the way you negotiate, which you can look at our prior videos about negotiating with dealers to be effectively with the dealer. Just looking at this car as an option for a runabout, you're going to be thinking about this car where with the plug-in electric over here, you only have 58 miles range on one full charge, which is probably not going to be a problem if you're just going from here to there every day. You're going back to the house and you're going to charge up at the house or at work or wherever you have a charger. If you say wanted to jump in this thing and go to grandma's house that's 3 hours away and maybe 150 miles, this car probably would not be your preference because it won't be able to get you there and back unless you can charge up there, but then you have to be able to have a supercharger while you're there. This car here would be a good option because once you fuel up on a full tank, you've got 300 or so, maybe even 400 miles on one tank of gasoline that would get you from the house to your aunt's or your grandma's, or maybe down to someplace where you need to go for a doctor's appointment in the major cities. That would allow you to be able to have those options available to you with this single car that you're going to use as a runabout to get you from here to there without a whole lot of extra cost. So if you're looking for a second car that would not, be your primary vehicle or your only vehicle, the Nissan Leaf here might be the best option, just because you can use it as your daily driver from here to work and back. Maybe a mill car like some people have, to go drive a car back and forth to the steel mill or to the plant, to be able to have easy transportation. But of course you'd have to charge it every night, because usually if you're driving 20 miles to work, that's going to be 50 miles or 40 miles round trip. You get back in the car, if you only have 58 miles on a charge, that's going to be another 40 miles. That'll be 80 miles for 2 round trips. Therefore, you're going to have to charge it every night to be able to make sure that you can get to work and back every day, which, again, not a deal breaker for a lot of people, but something to keep in mind. Also, you got to really think about these electric cars in terms of, if you bring them home and you plug them into your regular outlet, many of them will take a lot longer to charge up on one outlet, 110 volt outlet in America, than they would if you had a dedicated charging station put into your house. Of course, that would be extra cost to get an electrician to put that in, but again, not a deal breaker, but definitely something to think about. So if you're a purist, you're going to go for it. You're going to put that charging station into your household. If you're somebody that is an average person that's not looking to really just make a statement in what vehicle you drive, you just need to have a vehicle that gets you from here to there in relative comfort, maybe with heat and some level of safety, then you're probably going to be wanting to just maybe stick with an internal combustion vehicle. If you don't agree, let me know in the comments. If you think this is helpful, give me a thumbs up. If you'd rather me check into some other types of vehicles, let me know in the comments as well. Subscribe, check out our other videos, because we're looking at some things in a different way than most people look at them who have an agenda, because we really don't have an agenda here as far as EVs versus ICE cars or anywhere in between, hybrids, what have you. We're for all cars all the time, but definitely for letting people have a say in what they're driving and what they're allowed to drive. So check us out again, and we'll see you then.